A week ago, the notice of coronavirus in the Russian media arrived at a record esteem. More than 784,000 references were given in 7 days. This implies 43% of distributions are given to another ailment. Follows from the information of the scan notoriety the executive's framework created at Interfax. The biggest portion of data on coronavirus in the all-out progression of distributed materials is normal for news organizations, about 55%. Furthermore, the pioneers in referencing COVID-19 are online media, 42% of distributions, and print media, 32%. Data distributed on the official sites of government organizations. About 18% comprises of viral subjects. The quickly developing topic of the infection has likewise created various counterfeit stories, which, in spite of their silliness, excited media intrigue and turned into the subject of wide conversation. In this way, in the best 5 elective speculations of the source of the infection remembered, in the quantity of productions on the point forever, one spot. Coronavirus was created by the Americans. As per the most mainstream counterfeit today, coronavirus is the order and staff activities of the underground government, a mystery, non-administrative American people group, whose objective is to topple the present government in the States. The spread of this hypothesis was advanced by the announcement of the American president on Twitter. In this way, on February 26, Donald Trump reported that the coronavirus was made deliberately and man-made as a political weapon against it. As indicated by Scan 1727, productions were distributed regarding this matter. Second spot. Coronavirus is an advancement of Chinese researchers. For quite a while, the most full was the suspicion that the infection was made in China. In any case, clarifications of the targets separated. As indicated by one form, the Chinese required the sickness to beat the segment emergency and resolve the issue of overpopulation. The contention for this supposition that was the reality of the ongoing cloning of a child in the PRC, which was viewed as the risk of a counterfeit increment in the number of inhabitants in China. The media has expounded on the Chinese track in the presence of the infection multiple times. Third spot. The wellspring of coronavirus is 5G towers. The hypothesis that crafted by 5G systems influences human resistance, which rose toward the finish of March in British informal organizations, is picking up prominence quickly, which makes individuals defenseless against coronavirus contamination. At any rate, 20 towers of different versatile administrators were scorched in the UK, as the press wrote, in 717 distributions. Incidentally, another phony of English starting point originates from the way that the Football Association utilises a coronavirus against Liverpool. The group went to the hero title for quite a while, and this season got each opportunity of winning. Be that as it may, the competition was halted because of the COVID-19 pandemic. In this way, supporters of the hypothesis demand that the threat of coronavirus was purposely overstated by the directors of the English title to forestall the initiative of Liverpool. Fourth spot. COVID-19 flew from space. An elective adaptation of the extraterrestrial starting point of the infection is one of the soonest. Comparable suspicions in the media started to show up toward the beginning of January. As indicated by certain manufacturers, the coronavirus has numerous analogies with the side effects of radiation harm. As per others, it could travel to a planet on the outside of a shooting star. As indicated by Scan, the Russian media expounded on the infinite starting point of the infection in excess of multiple times. 5. The production of the infection was subsidized by Bill Gates. As per another paranoid notion, the figure of Microsoft author Bill Gates is behind the spread of the infection. American open activists discussed the presumable joint effort with the British Pirbright Institute, which in 2015 documented a patent on the advancement of a frail type of the infection for inoculating winged animals. As indicated by this hypothesis, Gates plans to oversee the total populace. This phony was told in just about 200 media materials. Among the paranoid ideas that were not in the main 5, there is additionally an adaptation that the basic medication ibuprofen or African bananas turned into the bearers of coronavirus. Moreover, the media proposed that activists of the women's activist development added to the spread of coronavirus so as to deny men of their typical interests, basically games and music shows. Various unsubstantiated information identify with techniques for treating the infection. Along these lines, as per few plans, it's as far as anyone knows ready to free the infection of liquor, a visit to the sauna or even sheep stock soup. Output is a notoriety the executive's framework intended for correspondences and PR chiefs, security and hazard appraisal authorities. The framework breaks down media materials, tells of distributions at the hour of their discharge, creates visual diagnostic reports for any solicitations, shows associations between organizations, individuals, and occasions. It permits foreseeing the reputational and financial dangers related with accomplices and counterparties, and tackles different issues of different trouble levels identified with media investigation.